Clope and Minster welcome you to this broadcast of high school boys varsity basketball on NKTelco Sports. We're at the barn where the Minster Wildcats take on the New Knoxville Rangers. Tonight's game is brought to you by the following sponsors: Crown Equipment Corporation, First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Winners Meats, Sydney All-Glaze Audiology, Precision Strip, Wagner's IGA, New Knoxville Supply, and NKTelco. Here at homecoming night at the barn in New Knoxville, along with Jeff Henson, I'm Dave Kanapke. MAC battle between Minster at 2-10, New Knoxville at 1-11, and Jeff, both of these teams are hungry for a victory tonight.
Yeah, both teams feel like they need to get one. Unfortunately, they both won't. So the struggles will continue for one team, and for the other ones, it'll be a break, if you will. And finally, that load lifted off your shoulders. The Rangers have lost 7 in a row after their only win of the season against Houston. Have, play hard, but just can't score efficiently, and that's the bottom line. The only average the Rangers do 32 points a game. Unless you've got a stellar defense, it's not going to be enough. They give up 54 a game, but we'll look for an opportunity tonight, maybe against a Minster team that's, coming in at their same level as them, but still the Rangers going to have work to do, but would love to get a W here on homecoming night. Yeah,
Minster similar in that regard, only scoring 42 points, not a lot of offensive threats. But they've been in a lot of games. Like early in the season, they led New Bremen going into the fourth quarter. This last weekend, they led Parkway early in the game, led going in the fourth quarter, lost by 1. Played Fort Laramie on Saturday night. They were leading by like 6 or 7, and in the third quarter, just couldn't finish it out. But the leading scorers for both teams, you have Brogan Steffi averaging just under 13 points a game. He's had a 30-point game last weekend. He's had a 24 game and a 20, and followed by Johnny Nixon right at 9 points a game. And then for the Rangers, you have Max Henson leading the Rangers at 9.5.
Now they look to get some more scoring, in general, and Henson's been pretty consistent. Be nice to get Beerline on track. Beerline's been a little sick here and there. Hasn't been able to play at the full capacity, but as a sophomore, even as a junior, he has a capability of scoring, so it wouldn't be a freak, if you will, if he came out and got things rolling for the Rangers. He's plenty capable. It's just a matter of getting off to a good start, staying healthy, and staying out of foul trouble.
And Carson Beerline was already honored tonight as he was homecoming king, and homecoming queen tonight was somebody Carson Henson. So yeah, a pair of Carsons.
It was unique that both those names, if you will, won the award. Congratulations to both them and the whole staff and the court, if you will, for being selected. But maybe that'll be what Beerline needs in this case to help him get over the hump and get back to that form that he was capable of doing. So again, if he has a great game, it wouldn't be a fluke. It would be something that he's very capable of doing night in, night out.
Nice crowd here tonight at homecoming night at New Bremen. Good atmosphere.
New Knoxville.
I'm sorry, at New Knoxville, sorry, here at the barn. So we're getting ready for the national anthem here on NKTelco Sports.
Lift your career to new heights with Crown, an innovative global leader in the material handling industry with over a 75-year history of growth and success. We're seeking career-minded candidates for a wide variety of entry-level and skilled positions in our New Bremen, New Knoxville, Salina, Minster, and other U.S. locations. Visit crown.jobs to apply or find us on social media by searching Careers at Crown.
Clope Corporation, America's favorite garage door, is now hiring for all manufacturing and over-the-road Class A CDL driving positions. Clope is the largest residential garage door manufacturer in North America, and we are continuing to grow. Join our team and work in a safe, clean, modern environment. Clope offers a great benefits package as an equal opportunity employer and a drug-free work environment. Imagine the possibilities when you open the door to your career at clope.com/careers.
Minster, Clope, Keyhole Pizza, all right, we can bring it there whenever you want to. Welcome back here to the barn here at New Knoxville. Gary Schrolicki doing the PA. We're bringing you the Sydney All-Glaze Audiology starting lineup. So first start with the visiting team, the Minster Wildcats. Leading off, number 22 senior freshman James Niemeyer averages just under 4 points a game. Next up, number 20, Johnny Nixon, a 6'4 senior, averages 9 points, 8 rebounds a game. The center, number 0, 6'5 senior Zach Fortman. Guard positions, number 2, 6' senior Austin Wellman. It's like the defensive stopper on the team. Rounding out the leading scorer, Brogan Steffi, averages just under 13 points a game for the 6-foot freshman. Head coach, the Wildcats, Michael McClurgan, is 6th year at the helm of the Wildcats. Now we'll go on with the Sidney Augley's Audiology starting lineups for the Knoxville Rangers.
At one quarter position, the senior standing 6 feet 2 inches, number 3, Max Henson.
Starting off, the 6'2 senior, number 3, Max Henson, leading scorer at 9.5 points a game. Carson Bierlein, the king here at homecoming, 6'4 senior, 6 points a game. The center, 6' senior, number 30, Parker Boehner. Senior Ryan Osborne, 5'11", 6 points a game. Rounding around lineup, sophomore, 5'9" sophomore Jay Waterman, 3 points a game. So attention, Osborne, Waterman, Bierlein, and Park Banner for head coach Carson Monger. Gives us a chance to bring up our keys to the game, brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. Jeff, will first start with the Wildcats.
Well, they want to avoid scoring droughts. You know, when a team that doesn't score a lot to begin with, at 42 a game, they want to make sure they stay consistent, stay in rhythm. They also want to keep Bierlein and Henson under control. They're leading scorers. Coach McClurg knows Bierlein's ability, so they want to make sure they don't let him get on track and win the glass, rebound the basketball. They've got some size at those positions, take care of business on the glass for the Wildcats.
Now for the Rangers.
Put ball pressure on it and force the Wildcats to make it uncomfortable for the guards to run the offense. Take 3 charges in a game. That's a big ask, if you will, but I saw 2 of them taken in the JV game, so get in position defensively, be ready to take the charge, and be active and get early on help defense, and just stay aggressive at all times and be alert, communicate on both ends of the floor. You need to communicate to get off to a good start and get a chance for a W.
Those are your keys to the game, brought to you by Keyhole Pizza, Newport, Ohio. The Rangers control the tip, working against this man-to-man defense for Minster. The Rangers 1-11, Wildcats 2-10. Drive to the hole by Bierlein, rebounded by Nixon.
Nice move, and again, those are the type of shots just not going down this far this season. And had a strong move, had a step, just couldn't get it to finish.
Niemeyer works it to Wellman, over to Nixon. Fortman.
Good help by Henson on Wellman, who had escaped, and Fortman was going to throw it to him. A good help side defense prevented that entry, and Rangers knocked it out of bounds on the far side, but good team defense here by the Rangers to start the first possession for the Wildcats.
Most of the offense, and your second option is Nixon underneath. Those two average 13 and 9 between them.
Steffi, just a freshman. Yeah, Banner commits the blatant, or the rough foul there. You just can't punish an airborne shooter, and a tough break for the Rangers. Will pick the first foul against Banner.
Brogan Steffi on this season, averaging just under 13 points a game. He has had 7 double-digit games out of the 12. Had a big 30 against Parkway on Friday night as he misses the first free throw.
Steffi also the quarterback most of the season on the football field, so the freshman and athletic. I mean, you're starting football as a quarterback as a freshman, starting basketball at Varsity as a freshman. Some talent in the young man that wears number 12.
Rattles home the second one to give the Wildcats the first point of this contest. Osborne with the basketball over to Max Henson. Bierlein trying to get open. Started there by Steffi. Goes over the tall, goes over the shorter Steffi for the point.
Had a mismatch. I don't know if it was by design. They had Nixon out on Henson, And then you said, Pension able to get the assist there to Beerline, who took advantage of the opportunity against a smaller defender.
Niemeyer, the freshman, is stolen away. Osborne takes it. It's back over to Banner.
Pension maybe got a pass on that Niemeyer attempt, and then Osborne right place to create the steal. So good defense here by the Rangers so far to start the game, other than the foul, but opportunity to advance the lead. They will commit their first turnover. Dave, each team with a turnover.
That one, I think Niemeyer had a piece of it. It was knocked out last by Waterman. JV game tonight was won by Minster, 60-27. The JV team wins their 4th win of the season. Nixon underneath. Niemeyer, that's tipped away. Nixon able to recover it. And it's taken away there by Waterman.
Good job by the sophomore guard.
To the hoop and finishes it. Rangers up by 3.
A good steal down here by Waterman. Nixon had it low, and that gave us a shorter Waterman a chance to steal it, and he did just that.
Shot is short. The long rebound is gathered by Niemeyer as the Wildcats reset.
Yeah, shot well short, but that non-traditional finish, if you will, as the ball scoots out, picked up by the Wildcats. They get another look here in this possession.
Steffi with the tray. Too long. Osborne retrieves the rebound. 4 seniors and a sophomore in their lineup for the Rangers. Beerline against Portman goes up and under. It's knocked out of bounds. It will stay with the Rangers.
A lot of hands in the way there. Good job by the Wildcats staying vertical and forcing Beerline to shoot through them.
Substitution, Devin Webker into the game. Averages 6.5 points a game. They're pretty well down to a 6-man rotation as Noah Peepery hurt his MCL last weekend. He'll be out 4 to 6 weeks is the prognosis. That's a 6'4" player that Wildcats lose some height there. Beerline gives it up Waterman. That's well short. It'll be Wildcat basketball. Wildcats win this season. They won over Anna and Houston. Knoxville's win was over Houston.
Each team has missed a 3-pointer to start the game. Knoxville just 21% as a team from that distance, and Minster just 29%. So not great 3-point shooting for either team.
Steffi in and out on the 3. Nixon had it, but Osborne took it away.
3rd Minster turnover of the quarter.
Pension over to Waterman. Coming up about halfway through this first quarter. New Knoxville up 4-1 on our First National Bank scoreboard. First National Bank, think first. Pension in the corner. Underneath, Beerline has the advantage over Wellman. And he has the ball at free throw line. Drives to the basket. Short gets his own rebound. And he is fouled.
For the Rangers, very concerted effort, it looks like, or to get the ball into Beerline. Again, another mismatch there as Wellman was stuck, so you give up a few inches, and that's to Beerline's liking. He missed the shot, but the offensive rebound gets fouled going to the basket by Austin Wellman, his first.
Beerline hits the first one. Very good free throw shooter, 75% on the season. He's a 6'4" senior. Nothing but net on both of those. A 5-point lead for the Rangers.
Beerline with 4 quick points here in the game and a good start. We talked about maybe getting him off to a good start and using him all 4 quarters on offense, and so far so good.
Webker over to Steffi. Down low, that's tipped away, but it goes out of bounds off of Pension's foot, or will stay with the Wildcats.
Banner able to reach around Nixon, forced the turnover, or forced the deflection that went off the Rangers, but we've seen some drives in the basket, a lot of hands the Rangers have had on defense, and been creating Minster, giving them some fits.
Nixon's open and one. Good entry pass there by fellow classmate Austin Wellman.
Nice pass, you said, and Banner will pick up his 2nd foul. Watch the replay here. Just good ball movement, and Banner late on getting through the screen and commits the foul.
Our replay is brought to you by Winners Quality Meats in Osgood, Ohio. As Nixon completes the 3-point play as Tyler Lammers, number 33, 6'2" sophomore, enters the game. Head coach for the Rangers, Carson Monger, first-year head coach at New Knoxville. Of course, he's an Bremen graduate back in 2015. Played at Lake Superior State. Had a pretty good career there playing college basketball.
Also went to BGSU, was a grad assistant under the women's program. Robin Freilich really gives her a lot of credit for helping him kind of get the love of basketball back in the system. He actually said he kind of lost interest finish out college, but regained it and is happy to be here to be the Rangers head coach.
Bierlein with the drive, too strong off the glass. Steffi hesitates to the basket, is short. Osborne comes up with it. 3 minutes to go in this quarter. Henson thought about driving and give it to Waterman. Man-to-man defense so far for the Wildcats. They'll play an occasional zone, but mostly man-to-man. Henson, the leading scorer, has not attempted a shot yet. Waterman in some trouble. Able to find Lammers off the rim. Rebound will go out of bounds to the Wildcats.
Well, the Rangers have had some good looks. There's one. Carson Bierlein's taken some nice shots at the basket. You know, they've bounced around, but New Knoxville up 2. They could easily have maybe 10 or 12 points already and just have not been able to get those high percentage shots to drop.
Devin Wepker this time brings up the ball. Usually it's Steffi, but on occasion, Wepker will bring it up, and there'll be a foul there. First foul there on Bierlein.
Just too much hand activity. I thought there's been a lot of activity. We had a good view, Dave, in the interior of guys going to the basket and such, and that time just too much contact away from the basket out in the open, and Bierlein picks up his first foul, team number 3.
Wepker Jr. down to senior Nixon. We're tied at 6.
Nice pass by Wepker and an excellent job by Nixon posting up Lammers. Beautiful pass. Lammers gambled to try to deflect it. When that was missed, Nixon did what he does best. That's finish at the basket.
Osborne to the hole. Tough angle. Lammers with the follow. Contact, no call. Wellman with the rebound.
Tough break again for New Knoxville. They get 2 looks at it. Maybe got fouled on the second one, but come away without points.
Steffi will reset it. Over to Wellman. Nixon trying to post up on the block. Wepker tries to get it to him. Goes out of bounds. Turnover to the Rangers.
4th Minster turnover. So again, the Minster's turned it over. New Knoxville's missed some opportunities at the rim or near the basket, so it remains tied, but Rangers would love to have taken advantage of some of those interior looks.
Lammers. Niemeyer with the rebound.
Good defense by Nixon. Wall up defense.
Niemeyer fouled from behind as Henson got the ball and a little bit of the hand.
His first foul, team foul number 4 already here for the Rangers.
Niemeyer's been a player that's been increasing his scoring of late. Had 11 and 7 last weekend against Parkway and against Fort Laramie on Saturday.
Either coach would love to see their players get aggressive and score the basketball.
Bierlein, the steal and the finish.
Bierlein off to a nice first quarter, 6 points. Good defense by him, being aggressive, stripping it away, and then taking advantage, capitalizing right away.
Under a minute to go. Steffi.
Wow, there's a foul on Lammers. I would say I've seen some contact that time. Lammers just too much body reaching in, and reaching in is not a foul, it's a contact. Watch it here in our replay. And Steffi, again, pretty quick. And you think you got an opportunity to take the ball away, but the speed too much. The missed time, misgaged effort results in Lammers' first foul, team foul number 5.
Number 10, Logan Cooney in the game, and also number 11, Troy Dwenger in the game for the Rangers. Underneath the Nixon, hands is Steffi, 15-footer, rattles around. Bierlein with the rebound, knocked away by Wellman. We'll have a scrum and a jump ball. We'll stay on the Minster end.
They'll give credit to the rebound, but Wellman there to take it away. Again, there New Knoxville has it, but Wellman just being alert. Ball came down around his level, and he's able to get contact.
Nixon, good defense by Bierlein. That's a double dribble.
Right idea. And,
that was all caused by Bierlein, that Nixon pivoted about 3 different times, was having an opening, and
Bierlein just held his ground. Sometimes you get people to lunge, and then you get that crease. And Nixon was hoping for that, didn't get it, maybe panicked a little bit, commits the 6th turnover of the quarter for the Wildcats.
Dwenger hands it over.
Well, they double team even in the JV game a lot. They're doing it here in the varsity game in the half court.
Waterman in and out.
Dwenger with a shot, but a tough shot going against his body. Again, bounces around, doesn't get the drop that the Rangers need.
Nixon to Steffi, down to 8 seconds. So reset off the high screen. Steffi will put up the basket. Rebound Henson. We played 1 quarter basketball here at the barn on our first National Bank scoreboard. Rangers 8, Wildcats 6. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Are you looking for a new career with amazing growth potential? Nidec Press and Automation is hiring for many positions right now. Nidec is a global company that is growing with its sights on being $1 billion company. Machinists, service technicians, human resource personnel, IT specialists, electrical engineers, mechanical engineers, and many more. The opportunities abound at Nidec Press and Automation. Go to minsterjobs.com now to get started on your new career with Nidec.
1 quarter in the books here at homecoming night in Knoxville, and the home team Rangers lead by 1.
King Beerline, if you will, off to a good start for New Knoxville. 6 points in the quarter. Rangers 3 of 13, so the Rangers get all 13 shots, had a couple offensive rebounds, but just never finally capitalized on those opportunities. Minster just 8 shots attempted. Remember, they committed 7 turnovers, so that took away some of their options, if you will, to score. They were 2 of 8 from the field. Neither team has made a 3-point shot yet.
Beerline to the basket, and he's fouled by Wellman on the way to the hoop. They got shoot 2.
The defensive stopper you called Wellman. They've matched him up against Beerline, and Wellman picks up his 2nd foul. But again, Beerline, you know, those shots, nice move, gets fouled. It does everything but goes in. So again, when you're a struggling team, those breaks like that never seem to work in your favor. You miss a free throw, now you're thinking, boy, I got to hit this or we're going to come up empty on a possession that we actually had the advantage on.
So 2nd free throw here is in and out, as turns out to be an empty possession for the Rangers.
Good move by Beerline, and really goes unrewarded other than you pick up the 2nd foul against Wellman.
Wepker over to Wellman. Wepker again. So working around this man-to-man defense. They try to go underneath, and Beerline knocks it away.
Good hands. There was a cutter from Minster that maybe had an opening. Beerline with a good hand.
Shot up and in by Jay Waterman.
His 4th point of the game. Remember, he had to steal at this end and went to the end of the finish with a left-hand layup. This time the pull-up jumper for the left-hander, his 4th point.
10-6 lead for the Rangers. Steffi hesitates, drives through the lane. Partially blocked and rebounded there by Max Henson.
Henson leads the team with about a block per game. Good job jumping straight up. More importantly, I like the officials' no call. Defense went straight up. There was some contact, but defenses are right to their spot. Not only blocking the shot, but Rangers get the defensive rebound.
Backdoor pass to Osborne, a little bit too far under. Devin Wepker with a rebound.
Beerline threaded the needle to get that pass in there, but just not enough room to get the shot off.
Nixon over Beerline, draws the foul.
2nd foul on Beerline. Good call as Beerline tried to go straight up, but then last minute swatted the fly, you know, broke verticality and commits the foul against Nixon, who is 1 for 1 from the free throw line already. He'll have 2 shots here in this attempt.
Wildcats, not a great free throw shooting team. He misses the first one, 56%.
Yeah. That's not real good. Nixon having troubles at the line this season as well. And he's going to get those opportunities, you know, with his size and such. And
the only returning starter and only returning letterman off the team that won the MAC last year.
Yeah, they ran the table in the MAC last year, both boys and girls, undefeated in league play last year. And his brother was a big contributor to that team last year.
MAC Player of the Year, now playing at Capital.
That's a big contributor.
Yeah, he contributed a little bit.
Help me with the name. Johnny and I can't think of
Justin.
Justin, there you go. I know they all begin with J's. Jenna worked with me at Crown, so.
Jenna, also you have the oldest is JR, and then Josh. And yeah, this youngest Nixon, and he'll be graduating this season. That is hard to believe.
Foul was committed against Johnny Nixon as we spoke. Speaking of him, he picks up his first foul, team foul number 3.
Jay Schrader in the game during that last dead ball. He's working against Wellman.
Bierlein sits down. Remember, he's had some health weather, you know, under the weather a little bit, so maybe a little gassed, if you will.
Free ball by Dwenger.
Assist Henshin, a simple pass, but in rhythm. Dwenger could catch and release, and that's a tough shot. He had to kind of come around the corner. Nonetheless, he makes his 4th triple of the year.
And a 6-point lead for the Rangers. Nixon kicks it out to Webker. Over to Niemeyer. Nixon guarded by Dwenger. There's a 3 by Webker. Long rebound, good box out there by Schrader.
Good job finding a body, if you will, making sure they didn't get it, and then going after it and securing the rebound.
Dwenger will pull it out a little bit, give it to classmate Waterman. Over to Henshin. Coming up on 5 minutes to go in the first half. Knoxville leading by 6. Schrader double team and loses it. Steffi pushes the tempo. Nixon's open and in.
Could have almost got a Ranger foul there as there was some body contact as Nixon went up to finish. No whistle, but for Nixon now 8 points in the game. He has 8 of the 9 Wildcat points, but again, the varsity, even the JV, they like to trap in the half court. So someone's open for New Knoxville when that double team comes.
Henshin will drive at the hoop, hesitates, blocked. Nixon comes up with it, battle for the ball. Niemeyer retrieves it.
Good help side defense by Nixon as Henshin was getting a shot attempted.
3 ball by Webker. Timeout on the floor. Carson Munger wants to stem this tie to the Wildcats. It'll be a full timeout. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
4:32 to go in the second quarter. New Knoxville had a 6-point lead, but Minster on a 5-0 run, Trimmick won.
Well, they got an opportunity from Johnny Nixon, kind of in transition where the Rangers couldn't stop him. And then Webker, who hits the 3-point shot at 41%, so that's not a surprise. He makes his 13th of the season, brought them back to within 1, and Coach Munger feeling his team needing a break. And let's see, thought maybe Bierlein would step back in, but he stays out.
And that's a transition for him because before he got his second foul, the offense was going through Bierlein almost completely. So we'll see what Coach Munger turns to as Henshin now brings the basketball up for the Wildcats.
Oh,
Schrader back to Henshin and in.
Got a break as the defender fell down. I thought they missed him, but they get him, and then Johnny Nixon came over and kind of forced a difficult shot, but Henshin able to find an avenue, a crease to get his first points of the game. Zone defense by the Rangers.
They work it around. Steffi's open for the 3 and hits it. We are tied at 15. 15-15 on our First National Bank scoreboard.
Steffi makes his 20th three-pointer on the season.
Drive to the hoop by Dwenger.
5 points for the sophomore. Minster breaks down on defense. Good heads-up play by Troy Dwenger, his 5th point of the quarter.
Webker over to Niemeyer against this New Knoxville zone. Looks like a 2-3. They find Nixon, and he hits it. Johnny Nixon now in double figures with 10.
He hasn't missed a field goal shot yet. He's 4 for 4 from the floor, 2 of 3 from the free throw line, and he's been unstoppable right now for the Wildcats.
Henshin with the tray.
Not for sure how he ended up on the ground, but he got back up. I was looking down, but he set a screen, somehow ended up on the floor, but able to get up, gather, and make his 14th three-point shot of the season. Back-to-back buckets for him.
There's a long 3 by Webker. Backside rebound there by Wellman. He's double teamed. Finds Nixon. Nice spin move and in. That's a patented move of Nixon. He's right-handed, but really likes to spin and go to the left hand there. Cuts the lead to 1.
Well, he's been unstoppable. You know, surprised as there's Henson loses the handle. Tough break. Good hands by the Wildcats, but Nixon.
Henson gets the steal back and almost loses it. Over to Schrader. In some trouble. Now to Osborne. Very short lineup in there for the Rangers right now. Henson probably the tallest at 6'2".
And he's running point, kind of, if you will.
And that bounces off the knee of Henson.
There's an art to passing, and that's just the break of it right there. It was a bad pass, and you know, a little bit of rhythm for the Rangers, and just simple things like that. Doesn't seem like much, but when you don't get guys in rhythm, that slows down everything. So a tough break for New Knoxville. Schrader's a good basketball player, just made a bit of a pass off mark there, and New Knoxville has their 5th turnover.
Open at the wing.
Thought maybe there'd be a contact from the back on Nixon, but nothing called. Good blocks out by the Rangers, and they kind of take advantage or don't get hurt by that.
Henson, I think that was partially blocked on the trade attempt.
Good defense by Nixon, I believe it was, with a touch.
Good entry pass is knocked away by Henson, and Waterman comes up with it.
He won't get credit for the steal, but Henson does average just about a steal and a half a game, but good use of his footwork there. Getting around the Nixon, the bigger frame, and not going through to commit the foul, and then New Knoxville comes up with a loose ball. Good defense by the Rangers.
Schrader to Osborne. Waterman a long 3 off the mark.
Dwenger.
A
little strong there, a little bit too much, maybe adrenaline.
And Henson again wrapping around to get this, tries to get the steal, ends up with a jump ball.
I think the Rangers call a timeout.
Yeah, they get a timeout in there. 30-second timeout. Gives us an opportunity to let you know NKTelco Sports and our sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of tonight's high school basketball action on NKTelco Channel 3 or in HD on Channel 503. The replay times on our cable system Wednesday, January 19th at 5 p.m. and Wednesday, January 26th at 5 p.m. You can also watch more games on demand through NKT.TV, YouTube, Facebook, and NKTelco.com/sports. I believe the games automatically upload to YouTube after our second showing. So I watched a few of the Knoxville games prepping for this game. It's a nice way to go back and watch any of the games from this year, all the way to volleyball games as well.
Exactly, they're out there. And in fact, I have to check what Coach Munger asked me before the game. He said his dad wants to know if he can get some of his videos from when he played in 2015. I'm like, I'm pretty sure I'll help you out there, but you know, it's a nice gift. My dad bought the girls early Christmas presents, bought the last 5 games each of their tournament run DVDs.
Osborne with a nice drive, goes in and out.
So, you know, that's a keepsake. The younger ones won't realize it now, but they'll appreciate it when they're our age.
And those last 5 games were very memorable for the New Knoxville Rangers volleyball team, as we have a foul on Henson. Him and Nixon were battling underneath, and we will be shooting the 1-and-1.
I didn't see it, but 140-pound person was called for pushing a 200-pound lineman.
Yeah.
I didn't see it, but that's the second foul on Henson. He and Beerline each, basically the Rangers' offensive threats, will sit down to final just 49 seconds, but 2 fouls each.
Nixon not able to hit the first one, but Niemeyer with a long rebound.
The Achilles heel, the rebounding of the missed free throw, and it seems like a simple task. It's not guaranteed, if you will, just because you miss it, that the defense gets it. And Nixon, who struggled from the foul line, gave New Knoxville an opportunity, but I believe you said Niemeyer runs down the errant attempt.
Devin Webker returns in. Good Niemeyer break. See how the Rangers respond with their top 2 scorers on the bench here. See if they can hold on to this lead.
Rangers had a 2-point lead at the end of the first quarter, 8-6. Johnny Nixon has really helped the Wildcats kind of right now win this quarter and a chance to take the lead at halftime in this possession. And New Knoxville instead will have the possession. That's the 12th Wildcat turnover of the first half. Thought maybe the Rangers might put the offensive players in here the final 26 seconds.
Yeah, nice move by the coaching staff here. You're less likely to get a foul when you're on offense, and it's two big offensive pieces there in Beerline and Henson.
And Wallman with 2 fouls goes out for Minster. So a little bit of playing the percentages. Again, it doesn't guarantee anything. You've got to hope Henson and Beerline don't commit a foul. Coach McClurg doesn't want Wellman to get his third, so he takes him out. So roll the dice a little bit. You hope that it pays off.
Actually, the Rangers will probably go for one unless they have a wide open shot. We're down to 15 seconds. Here's Beerline. He hasn't been in for a few minutes. Drives to the hoop, kicks it out.
He got a
thought about it.
That was the opportunity. Maybe just too much time left, but
there's a long three by Beerline, and it rolls in. Had the dead spin of the backboard hit between the rim and the backboard. The King with a little bit of luck on homecoming night. Big basket as they go to the locker room and get another look on a replay.
Yeah, excellent break. I said the Rangers don't get many breaks, but kind of no man's land, like you said. Good job by Kirk Kuffner roaming the court. Our wireless camera able to capture that big shot, a big break, big hoop for the Rangers.
As we go to the halftime break, the Rangers with a 4-point lead. We'll be back to recap their first half when we return on NKTelco Sports.
Precision Strip, Tom and Jerry's, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Carriage Works, New Knoxville Supply Company.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Allglaze and Sydney Audiology are committed to providing the most advanced and affordable hearing care solutions.
Did you know that more and more insurances are offering coverage for hearing aids and that we are the most comprehensive provider in the area?
Because we want to serve all in our community, we partner with agencies such as Medicaid, OOD, Sertoma, and most recently the VA, helping our veterans find local solutions to their problems.
Don't leave unused benefits on the table this year. Call us today to see if you qualify.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
Wegner's IGA have been servicing their communities for more than 90 years, spanning 3 generations. Wegner's founded their business on 2 basic principles: excellent customer service and quality products. Visit all our locations and experience the finest selection of deli, fresh meats, and a variety of beverage choices. While there, don't forget to check out our vast selection of fresh coffee beans, produce, dairy, and bakery items. Visit Wegner's today in Minster, Fort Laramie, and New Bremen.
Hello and welcome. Getting ready for homecoming festivities here at New Knoxville. Sit back and enjoy and watch these young men and women. Your freshman representatives.
She's the freshman class treasurer and a member of the FFA and 4-H. In her free time, she enjoys drawing, watching Netflix, and hanging out with friends. Miss Riley Ott. Jay is the son of Darren and Julie Schrader. He plays soccer, basketball, baseball, and runs track. He's the freshman class vice president. He attends First Church here in Knoxville. In his free time, he enjoys playing video games, shooting hoops, and hanging out with friends. Mr. Jay Schrader.
Now the sophomore attendance.
Unfortunately, Caleb was unable to make it for the ceremony tonight due to quarantine, so Troy Wenger will be filling in for him. We will recognize both men. Emma is the daughter of Jason and Jen Liddicky. She works at Elmwood Assisted Living in New Bremen. She attends Walnut Grove Church in St. Mary's. In her free time, she enjoys going to car races and hanging out with friends. Miss Emma Liddicky. Caleb, who is not here, is the son of Mike and Kelly Putman. He plays basketball and runs cross country and track. He attends Our Lady of Guadalupe Church, Catholic Church in Montezuma. In his free time, he enjoys reading, playing video games, and hanging out with friends. Mr. Caleb Putman. His stand-in is Troy Dwenger. He's the son of Matt and Linda Dwenger. He plays soccer and baseball, basketball. He's a member of the student council and works at Dairy Queen in New Bremen. In his free time, he enjoys eating, playing sports, and hanging out with friends. Mr. Troy Dwenger.
The junior representatives here.
She plays volleyball, basketball, and runs track. She attends First Church in Knoxville and is in the church's youth group. In her free time, she enjoys reading, listening to music, and hanging out with friends. Miss Allison Todd. Ashton is the son of George Franks and Tiffany Apgar. He plays basketball and runs track. He works at Crest Nursing Home in St. Mary's. In his free time, he enjoys playing video games, eating, and hanging out with friends. Mr. Ashton McMurray. The first senior.
Now the senior representatives.
Is Avery Henson and Ryan Osborne. Avery is the daughter of Jeff and Shelley Henson. She plays volleyball, basketball, and runs track. She's a member of the National Honor Society, Spanish Club, Student Council, and the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. She attends First Church here in New Knoxville and is a member of the church's youth group. In her free time, she enjoys reading, shopping with her mom and sister, and hanging out with friends. After graduation, Avery will attend Wheeling University in Wheeling, West Virginia to play volleyball and major in accounting. Miss Avery Henson. Ryan is the son of Dan and Jackie Osborne. He plays basketball and baseball. He works at Platinum Auto in New Bremen. In his free time, he enjoys sleeping, working, maybe at the same time, and hanging out with friends. After graduation, Ryan will be leaving for the Marine Corps Recruit Depot in Paris Island, South Carolina to serve his country in the United States Marine Corps. Mr. Ryan Osborne.
Next senior representatives.
And Max Henson. Haley is the daughter of Court and Jenny Fletterjohn. She plays volleyball and basketball. She's the senior class secretary, Spanish club secretary, and treasurer of the National Honor Society. She attends First Church in New Knoxville and is part of the church's youth group. In her free time, she enjoys watching movies and hanging out with friends and family. After graduation, Haley is undecided on her school at this time, but will attend college and play volleyball while majoring in sports management. Miss Haley Flitterjohn. Max is the son of Jeff and Shelley Henson. He plays golf, basketball, and baseball. He attends church. He attends First Church, New Knoxville. He works at Subway in New Bremen. In his free time, he enjoys driving his car, working, playing video games, and hanging out with friends. After graduation, Max is currently undecided on his future plans. Mr. Max Henson. The final senior couple is Carson Henson.
The last senior couple.
Carson is the daughter of Jeff and Shelley Henson. She plays volleyball and basketball. She's a member of the National Honor Society, Spanish Club, Student Council, and the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. She attends First Church of New Knoxville and is a member of the church's youth group. In her free time, she enjoys shopping with her mom and sister and hanging out with her dog and her friends. After high school, Carson will be attending Duquesne University in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania to play volleyball and major in graphic design. Miss Carson Henson. Carson is the son of Doug and Becky Beerline. He plays basketball and is on the esports team. He's a member of the drama club. In his free time, he enjoys eating, playing video games, and hanging out with friends. After graduation, he is undecided on a school but plans to attend a four-year college and major in digital media. Mr. Carson Beerline. The important ones this evening are the crown bearers, and they are second graders Courtney Hoagie and Porter Sweeterman. Courtney is the daughter of Brad and Krista Hoagie. Her favorite color is purple, and her favorite subject in school is science. When she gets older, she wants to be a teacher, just like Mom. Miss Courtney Hoagie. Porter is the son of Brent and Josie Sweeterman. His favorite subjects in school are gym and math. His favorite food is pizza. When he gets older, he wants to work at Cy Sweeterman Incorporated with his dad. Mr. Porter Sweeterman. Our returning queen and king are Morgan Nuffle and Nick Timmerman Top.
The returning king and queen.
Morgan is the daughter of Keith and Sue Nuffle. She's currently attending the Ohio State University in Lima, majoring in agricultural communications. She's currently working at Mumbauer Fertilizer and Seed in Knoxville, and the plan is to attend the main campus in Columbus next spring, then graduate in 2025 and move back to this area. Miss Morgan Leffel. Nick is the son of Mike and Stacy Top. He's currently enlisted in the Army Reserves and is helping as a cook at Main Street Restaurant in Knoxville. He plans on completing basic leader course for the Army next year and attending Bowling Green State University to get a teaching degree. Mr. Nick Timmerman Top. And now, Nick and Morgan, please enlighten us as to the new and upcoming Queen and King.
King is Carson Beerline. And the queen is Carson Henshin. So Carson and Carson. Carson Beerline, Carson Henshin. The homecoming king and queen this year at New Knoxville High School.
I'd like to present to you Queen Carson Henshin and King Carson Beerline. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our presentation this evening. We would like to stop by and congratulate the royal couple. Please do so. Thank you for your patience and your attendance.
There you are, our homecoming ceremonies here in New Knoxville. We'll be back with the varsity game here on NKTelco Sports. Welcome back. We're at halftime here at the barn where the Rangers lead the Wildcats 23-19 on our first National Bank scoreboard. With their Wagner's IJ stats and recap, here's Mr. Jeff Henshin.
Thank you, Dave. Shooting in the first half for the Minster Wildcats, they shoot 7 of 17 from the floor. Included in that 2 of 7 from three-point land. New Knoxville 9 of 24. They connected on 50% of their three-pointers, 3 for 6. Free throws, the Wildcats hit on half of them. Both teams did. Minster 3 of 6, New Knoxville 2 of 4. Minster leading the rebounding margin 15-8. And the turnover battle, 7 more there for the Wildcats, 12 compared to 5 for the Rangers. Johnny Nixon for the Cats leads them with 12, 4 from Grogan Steffi, 3 from Devin Wepker, their total of 19. For New Knoxville, 9 points from Carson Beerline, 5 apiece from Max Henshin and Troy Dwenger, and 4 from Jay Waterman, their total of 23.
Hey Jeff, both these teams not having great seasons. It's been a pretty well-played game tonight.
Yeah, so far, so good. I mean, and, there's a good-sized crowd on here. You think of, Minster not that far away, but neither team really having a win percentage they'd like to have, but a good crowd on hand tonight. These teams somewhat, battling to maybe we would have thought it'd be an even game based on records and stats, and sometimes those don't always guarantee what you think. But tonight, it's, both teams very competitive right now, and that's, that's all you can ask for is be competitive, and how it finishes is how it finishes.
Beerline with a tip pass, and now the 13th turnover against the Wildcats.
Beerline not only able to tip it, Dave, but secure the steal, if you will, against the Wildcats, and that is Baker's dozen. But here comes that double team again.
And that's tipped away, and Nixon comes up with it. Tried to pass it to Fortman, and there's the steal by Osborne.
Kind of a awkward start, Dave, to start the second half, but that trap, I saw in the JV game, it's, somebody's open. When that happens, you got to realize it, and it's easy for us to sit up here above everything with no pressure and find it, but that's a key that can knock down that double teams when you start capitalizing on the open player and knocking down shots because of it.
Both teams have the same starters in the second half they started the game with. There's the 3 off the mark there by Waterman. Our officials tonight, Mark Fortman, Matt McCullum, and Raymond Farrell in the stripes tonight as that's knocked out of bounds. Minster starting lineup, they start 3 seniors and 2 freshmen. The starting lineup is one of the freshmen, Steffi, will be the trigger man. Tried to get it to Fortman. There's another deflection by the Rangers, and Osborne almost lost it.
Boy, the Rangers have deflected a lot of passes, and they haven't all resulted in turnovers, but that's created 3 of them already here in the third quarter.
Beerline in some trouble with the double team. Gets bailed out with a foul. We'll see that foul is on Nixon.
His second foul.
He joins Wellman, who has 2.
And other than that, I don't think the Wildcats really have any other foul difficulty at all.
For New Knoxville, they have Beerline and Henshin with 2. Anybody else?
Parker Banner with 2. Banner got his 2 right away. There's getting, if you will, around the double team. A good look for the Rangers. They can't capitalize.
Steffi triple teamed almost.
Triple team, someone's open, but again, it's hard to see when you're trying to protect the ball and you got hands all around, but that double team of New Knoxville, they got a good look there. Parker Banner's shot just doesn't go down, but they broke down the double team.
Wellman swatted away there by Waterman.
Good timing there by Jay Waterman. Gets Wellman's shot rejected, but it'll stay a team rebound. Watch it here again. Wellman was open there, maybe a nice pass, and going up there, Waterman, good timing.
The confidence is growing for the Knoxville Rangers tonight. And there's a turnaround by Steffi, rattles out. Nixon trying to tip it to himself, and he's able to get the rebound.
6'4" senior, very active. He's been a big scorer with 12 points in the game already. He's had a number of rebounds and a couple block shots or altered shots. Nixon have a nice game and has extended this possession here for his teammates. Oh, you gotta be careful. You can't do that.
That is the third foul on
Max Henson, his
Max
third.
Henson, yep. Couldn't read the fingers of the referee, so that's the third on number 3.
I had a good look at it.
Yeah, he seemed to notice.
Yes, you can't do that far away from the basket and expect to get away with it.
Once a coach, always a coach, right?
Once a dad, always a dad.
That's true too. Drive to the hoop.
And that, you just can't, that's just an arm bar. I mean, it's speed, beat you to the spot, Banner just arm bars, you know, if you will, Steffi, and commits his third foul.
So just in a matter of 20 seconds, 2 Rangers pick up their third foul.
And I think they're going to challenge you. I thought it was on Banner. I'm not for sure what they recorded. And
just one of the scores they want to make sure is like, hey, is this? They're just saying, who was it on? Just
maybe we'll watch our replay and we can help them out a little bit. I thought for sure it was on Banner.
Take a look. Steffi's going to be the one that drives.
And yes, it's on 30. I don't know what the confusion is. The board has it right as 30. So.
And the board says 30.
But I swear he just gave a signal 3.
3.
That is not right. I'm not real sure. Boy, he went over to the board and held up 3 fingers. I don't know. We'll see once here.
Steffi hits the first one.
Steffi is 4th point, 2 for 3, and
10-11. Schrader and Dwenger in the game.
Both Henson and Banner go out. I have no idea. I didn't see the score table put up 4 fingers or anything like that for Henson, which it would have been. But
so we'll assume both of them just have 3 instead of Henson with 4 and Banner with 2. Is 2 free throws there. But Brogan Steffi cuts the lead to 2.
Steffi 59% on the season. Nice job by him hitting both of his shots.
Schrader underneath the beer line and in. Good entry pass there by Dre Schrader.
And Beerline finishes, got his hop down and got a shot off.
And Niemeyer, I believe his first shot of the night, rattles home a 3.
That is his first attempt of the night. Good look for him. That's his 7th three-pointer on the season.
Beerline trying to get through the double team over to Osborne. Waterman, Beerline leaning on Wellman. That's a tough call there on Wellman. That's his 3rd. That's Beerline using his body, using his size on the shorter Wellman. And one of the tough things when you play defense in basketball.
Yes,
right now,
especially when Wellman, a little bit shorter, but tough break.
3 by Schrader. Rebound by Dwenger. And we'll have a travel.
So the Rangers can't capitalize on the opportunity. Again, you get the loose ball rebound, you want to get another attempt. Just doesn't work out for the Rangers. They commit their 2nd turnover of the quarter. Minster 3 turnovers here in the 3rd quarter.
So Rangers switched to the 2-3 zone. They played that a bit towards the last part of the first half, especially when players got into some foul trouble. The Fortman through the lane, blocked, but a foul.
Good slash cut there by Fortman. Nixon hit him in stride, and sometimes just the offensive player, when you're going at the basket, any contact, as Waterman commits too much contact, will send Fortman to the foul line.
Big 6'5" senior.
45% shooter from the line, as again the free throw shooting woes for the Wildcats continue, or all season it's been a little less than 50%, or right at 55%.
Fortman, a 3-sport athlete, football, basketball, and baseball. Misses a pair, but Nixon swatted away by Beerline. Big defensive play, and there's a foul there as Osborne came up with it. what looked like was going to be a stick back, and the lead for the Wildcats goes the other way.
You'll have to take a look at it here. It's Nixon just stepping around, and Beerline with a good swat, and then the loose ball into the hands of Osborne. Defensive rebound for the Rangers. Personal foul against James Niemeyer, his first.
And the key was it was a clean swat. He didn't get part of the arm. That would have been his third foul and would have changed everything. But
good step through by Osborne, but
he loses his balance, falls down, and the ball goes off his hand. With 4:01 to go in the third quarter. Homecoming night here at the barn. Queen Carson Henshin, the King Carson beer line. Nice festivities we had in between games tonight. Nixon will give it up. Steffi's open with the wing. Beer line with the board.
Good job by the Rangers, one and done. Need to get a bucket here in this possession. They've only got the two-pointer by Beerline a couple possessions ago. They're only points of the half.
Dwanger, the beer line against Fortman. Up and under, and one.
That's the stuff that hasn't happened enough this year for the Rangers. And this time Beerline able to get around Fortman, get the advantage, and finish. And more importantly, high on the glass, gets a contact. Steffi picks up the personal foul.
He's been very aggressive on the offensive side, using some nice moves. Chance for the old-fashioned three-point play.
5 points in the quarter for Beerline, 14 in the game. Well above his 5.7 average. He did score in the Houston when I think he led all scorers with 18.
He's been a three-year player on varsity. The Wildcats now with a 4-point deficit. Niemeyer gives it up to Steffi.
It's been a while since the Wildcats led. And I don't know.
They led just briefly in the first half. I think just one or two possessions, not long. Fortman swatted away there by Waterman.
Couple block shots for Waterman here in the quarter. And I'm thinking maybe New Knoxville led to start the game, but nonetheless, it's been
I think they did. Wanger in some trouble. We have a scrum.
Ooh, he rolled over.
Wildcats will call a timeout. Coach McClurg, Johnny in the spot there, will call a 30-second timeout brought to you by Precision Strip. Gives us an opportunity to recognize our sponsors, our 5-star recruitment sponsors, Crown Equipment, MVP sponsors, Clope and Nidec. Keys to the game are brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. Our replays by Winners Meats. Starting lineup sponsored by Sidney Ogle's Audiology. Our timeouts brought to you by Precision Strip. Our stats and recap at Wagner's IGA. Our New Knoxville Live View sponsors, New Knoxville Supply. Jeff and I will pick a player of the game, sponsored by NKTelco. And our longtime scoreboard sponsor, First National Bank. And their scoreboard has the Rangers with a 4-point lead.
It's been a close game throughout, and these teams working hard and making some mistakes, but making some things happen as well. It's been a competitive game, and again, the atmosphere here, you know, neither school really cares that their team's only won 1 and 2 games. It's Friday night. This is what we do around this area. You go to basketball games, and you understand that sometimes you either don't have it or you do, and you still have fun, enjoy the moment. And, you know, just good to see a lot of people here tonight. Well-attended basketball game for both schools.
Yeah, I got here about halfway through the JV game. Had a hard time finding a parking spot. There's a three by Niemeyer, tipped around, and we'll have a foul. We'll see who that's on.
I think Beerline.
It is Beerline with his third foul.
I think the player fell down on the rebound attempt there, and because of that, the referee will call the foul against Beerline, who had too much contact or caused that fall down. Illegal screen.
Illegal screen called on Nixon. Wave off the shot. That one in by Steffi.
Don't know if we'll see that one again, but that's his third foul. And again, that knocks away or takes away a shot. Watch number 20 there. See what's at the screen when he hands off, how he just moved a little bit and used his rear end, if you will, to keep Waterman from getting around. Probably a good call. You know, it happens a lot, but a break for the Rangers, but they give it back.
Nice wraparound steal and a fourth foul there on Beerline. That's a tough
break.
Call.
Yeah, very tough.
Wasn't a lot of contact there, but
yeah, I've seen worse contact and a tough break when you're leading scorer, guy having the game of his life, you know, tonight, or capable of doing it, but finally putting it together tonight, has to sit down. So
Tyler Lammers, and so you have Banner, Beerline, and Henson all with 3 or 4 fouls as Webker drives to the hoop. Nixon with a follow.
And there's some wetness on the floor down there as they, I believe there was a body that went down the last trip with a foul down there, and Webker went down right in the wet spot. Nixon there to cash in, though. His offensive rebound again gives him 14 in the game.
Dwenger to the hoop, blocked from behind by Cooney. Troy Dwenger is fouled.
Got blocked or altered on the first one, but got his rebound attempt. Goes right back at the basket and picks up the foul against Cooney, his second. I'm sorry, that might have been on Steffi, maybe.
Troy Dwenger, a 6-foot sophomore, averages just over 3 points a game.
And the Rangers,
back iron in the first one.
Opportunity here. Free throws not New Knoxville's strong point either, as a team shooting under 50%. So, you know, again, missing both. The Rangers get an offensive rebound by Lammers, and he's going to also pick up a foul against Minster.
Good job there by Lammers. He just out-jumped everybody there.
Yeah, and Niemeyer tried to kind of close in and just too much contact, and a good job by the sophomore, Tyler Lammers. But New Knoxville's got to come up with points here. Every possession, when you struggle offense, you got to score, and you always think free throws are gimmies. They're not.
And he almost got that to roll. Good hustle there by Dwenger. Goes out of bounds. It'll be Minster, but the sophomore did a nice job.
You know, opportunities like that, you get a momentum, you have a chance to score. Even back in the first half, Beerline gets fouled on a drive to the basket and misses both free throws. It's like you come away with those empty possessions and you think what could have happened if you just got maybe one free throw or two. You know, those are your best looks you have with no one defending you.
All the way into Nixon. He just out-jumps everybody, and we are tied at 28.
Nice pass from James Niemeyer. And New Knoxville saw it coming, but Niemeyer the right amount of loft, and Nixon the athletic play to catch it and score.
New Knoxville trying to ride with offense on the bench in foul trouble, and Osborne with the rebound, and he is fouled.
Rangers coming up with a scrappy offense or defense here, or rebounding I should say, as Nixon picks up, or Niemeyer picks up his third foul, back-to-back for him, but Rangers have made some damage on the offensive glass, need to take advantage of it.
Parker Banner will come in for Lammers. Coach Munger electing to keep Henson with 3 fouls. Beerline with 4 fouls, and Logan Cooney with a rebound. So a chance for the Wildcats to take the lead.
It's been a while.
Yeah, I think they led for a brief
amount in the first quarter.
First quarter, was it? Yeah. It wasn't very long either. Mostly New Knoxville has led this game.
By no more than probably 4 points, I'm thinking maybe.
6 was one time. 6. It was 6. I think it was like 13-7 early. It's been a very entertaining ball game here. Steffi working off the screen to the basket. Blocked by Osborne.
Boy, blocked and rebounded by Osborne. The Rangers have had about 3 or 4 blocked shots here. And not a real lengthy team, but a good defense by the Rangers. And they keep the lead, if you will. Good job defensively. And
Coach Munger says, let's pull it back. Going for one here. Want to either go to the fourth quarter tied or with the lead. Down to 18 seconds. There's Dwenger.
But I knew it.
There was an illegal screen there.
I could see it coming. The screen just out in the middle of nowhere, and the defender hit off the side hip of Banner, and it didn't look clean, and that's how, you know, you can't blindside. See, the defender had no room to go. You can't come up while they're moving and set it right on them. You've got to give them a step, and Rangers will give the foul and the turnover.
So a chance for the Wildcats to take the lead going in the fourth quarter.
Boy,
Steffi being pounded by Waterman. There's a 3 by Webker. We will go to the fourth quarter, all tied at 28. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Park National Bank, Cargill, St. Henry Bank, Chiltex LLC, Speedway Lanes,
Grand Lake Foot and Ankle Center offers a family-friendly environment with a personalized approach to reduce pain, restore function, and improve mobility. Dr. Christopher Stuckey specializes in reconstructive foot and ankle surgery, diabetic foot care, trauma including fractures and sports injuries, along with bunions, hammer toes, and ingrown toenails. Grand Lake Foot and Ankle Center has offices located in St. Mary's and Salina. To schedule an appointment, call our office at 419-394-8664.
As we go to the fourth quarter, you see the New Knoxville bench. The coach Carson Munger. Good ball game here tonight at the barn. We're tied at 28.
Yeah, it's been a close game throughout. It hasn't been a perfectly played game, but more importantly, it's been both teams have played with a lot of energy. And yeah, there's been some mistakes, but they battled. We got ourselves a tie game, and that's, you know, from our perspective, Dave, a great option to have, if you will, as the Rangers commit the well, they'll keep possession, I guess.
Able to get it back. Lammer saved it from going in the backcourt. Osborne with the three. There's a foul on the rebound as the rebound as Henson went flying.
Yeah, it got pushed there by the Wildcats. Someone just simply, you know, push and watch your replay here, bottom of your screen. Almost had a step through there. If you see the bottom of the screen, Nixon is going. Oh yeah,
whoa.
That's not right.
That's not a box out. That's
nope,
just a
that's just
flat
bad.
out shove.
That's just a bad play, is what it is.
Already the 9th foul on Minster. So we're 1-1 already. New Knoxville has 6, so we'll be shooting a lot of free throws here in the fourth quarter.
New Knoxville 1 of 5, make it 1 of 6, as they just cannot get points. And those misses, they miss a number of front ends. So, you know, that's hurt New Knoxville's scoring in the third quarter. You get the opportunities and just have not been able to take advantage of it.
Nixon to the hole, and 1.
Well, size and strength, the senior kind of schooled the underclassmen there, and he protects the ball so well. There's really no way to stop him.
A good entry pass. He's posting up on the block here.
Yeah, nice pass by Webker. You threw it away from Lammers, and somewhere there evidently was enough contact to warrant the foul. But a good pass by Webker.
Not able to finish the three-point play. The long rebound to Max Henson. The Rangers now find themselves down by 2.
And here again, Minster, aggressive defense trying to keep the Rangers on one side. Winger might have got away with a double.
Yes, he did. Henson finds an opening. Step back.
Well, that's a tough shot. Webker was right there, even arm checking him a little bit on the move. But that's the difference between, you know, average players and those that know how to do it. And now you got to memorize that and figure out how to do it repetitively.
Nice tip. They play there by
that
Lammers.
Time, the underclassman, the better. Got his good footwork down, got around Nixon. And, you know, avoided the foul, gets the turnover. Good play by Lammers. Oh, that should have been
some contact there. Nothing called. Underneath Lammers. The Rangers back on top.
That should have probably been an offensive foul. A little bit of arm contact by Henson on Nixon. Referees maybe didn't see it, but it surely looked like an offensive foul. New Knoxville, though, gets an offensive bucket by Lammers.
Nixon gets his own rebound, turns around.
Got it blocked by Henson.
From Henson, and Osborne saves it.
Wow, another block shot. Yeah, this has been just a lot of everything right now. Again, it's these teams not familiar, you know, with competitive games late for the most part. In one now, each team, you know, a chance to win here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, that's what both teams, when you haven't had a lot of success, how do you win the game in the fourth quarter? How do you finish the games? Lammers blocked by Nixon. And on the foul, they will call that on Lammers.
Frustration. You know, gotta, again, how many times you see it, you miss a shot and the ball comes back in your area and you go after it thinking, I'm gonna get it back, and instead it's a personal foul on Lammers, his third. And free throws for Nixon, who he has on the night, Dave, 2, 4, 5 attempts. He's made 2.
Yeah, the free throw shooting is not the strength of either team. Minster around 50, New Knoxville under 50. But Nixon able to hit the front end there.
And that's big. It's a 1-on-1 shot. So, you know, New Knoxville's missed 1, 2, 3 open ends of the 1-on-1.
Splits them. Ball on the floor. We will have a jump ball. All in possession will keep it on the Minster side.
Again, that missed free throw. You got to be on, when you're a guy on the lane, you can't step in towards the rim. If it goes in, you're going to get it anyways. But that time it bounces over the Ranger rebounders because everyone's stepping towards the rim. Keep your space where you're at.
Steffi will inbound it all the way over to Niemeyer. Webker with the tray. Off the mark, Waterman with the rebound. At what point does Beerline come back into the game with 4 fouls? I'm sure that's what coaches are thinking, but right now the Rangers still have the 1-point lead. Osborne over to Henson.
Might go baseline if he wants.
And he does, and he's fouled from behind, and Max Henson will go to the line to shoot the double bonus.
Niemeyer commits his 4th foul, but that's the opportunity. Nixon was up high, so that drew him away from the basket, gave the opening a little bit there for Henson to drive. Niemeyer almost got away with a swipe, but too much contact on the arm.
Is that the first Minster Wildcat with 4 fouls there, Jeff?
Yes.
Yeah, both teams in some foul trouble. Henson hits the first.
3 points in the quarter, 8 in the game. Here's that baseline drive. And right there, Nixon's up. You got the advantage and just too much contact.
And Carson Beerline checks into the lineup with 4 fouls. Second shot by Henson. Be a timeout on the, well, what did they call a whistle? I think it was just a substitution there. Fortman came in for Niemeyer, has 4 fouls.
Yeah, Rangers up with a 3-point lead. Maybe, I don't know when the right time to put Beerline back in is, but you're ahead. But, the longer you sit, it's just one of those things. Anything can happen. Remember, his 4th foul was kind of a incidental, but yet a foul.
And he's guarding Nixon. That's a tough assignment for anybody.
Yeah, the best offensive threat.
And that's thrown away to Coach McClurg.
That's probably, McClurg handled it very well. As frustrating as that is, I mean, you just got to shake your head. The guys are playing hard and just a bad pass, but we'll see what's here. If the Rangers go to Beerline, they've focused on him. He's been able to come through most of the time.
Henson working off the screen from Beerline. Guarded by Webker. Trap.
Double team. See the ball above the head. You need to get it
Coach
away
Munger
from the hands.
Heads up calling a timeout there as Dwenger was trapped there. It'll be a precision strip timeout, or 30-second timeout. Again, we'd like to recognize our crew in the NKTelco Sports Van, our director, Bryce Hamrick, on camera, Mark Fissel and Kurt Kuffner, our veteran cameramen. Our partner is Jeff Henson. I'm Dave Kanapke, bringing you the sights and sounds of what's been a good game here tonight at the barn.
There you see Queen, Carson, Henson, as they've obviously got out of their dresses and went to casual clothing, but it's nice having a full production crew tonight. With the Q-Motion is nice, but boy, this dual camera system allows you some good footage, not necessarily right now as we're on live, Dave, but Kurt Kuffner being a remote camera, he's given us some great shots, and having that is really luxury, and hope everyone's enjoying it. This is pretty good quality coverage here for some high school players that we hope that we can bring into your living room.
Beerline is tripped up by Nixon. I think that's Johnny's 4th.
Big free throws now for Beerline. He's a good free throw shooter, but you've got to score these options, these abilities.
It's this type of game. It's a close game for teams that hasn't had a lot of close games down the stretch. They don't have a lot of depth, and they're not a lot of good free throw shooting. So see which one of the two can come through here down the stretch.
Yeah, this is new territory, playing with a lead or being competitive late. And, for the Rangers at this point in the game, most of the seasons they've been behind big time. So not a lot of pressure, if you will, on really anything you do. The game has been, quote, decided. But here, you've got a chance to win. And likewise, Minster, too, only down 4 points. Both teams have the option to walk away with a much-needed win for each of them.
Fortman over to Steffi.
See, once they get Nixon a touch, he's been really a difficult task, and plus Beerline's guarding him.
Steffi with the 3. Long rebound to Dwenger. He's fouled in the backcourt.
Again, most of the time you think, okay, points are coming, but New Knoxville's got to come down here now. It is a 2-shot opportunity. Dwenger over 2 on the night, but these are, again, become pressure free throws, and nothing's guaranteed. Now, when you're good teams and you're shooting a high percentage, you think, oh no, foul, put 2 points on the board. But when you're a struggling team and you don't shoot a free throw very well, you just got to kind of hold your breath.
Dwenger rattles out.
Dwenger 5 points. Those came in the second quarter. He had a 3-point bucket down there in the right-hand side corner, and then a 2-point shot for his 5 points on the night.
Rebound to Nixon. Minster's had some games this year against some quality competition. I mentioned earlier in the season, they were up by 7 against their rival New Bremen. Haven't been able to finish out games. Right now they're going to have to do a comeback win if they're going to be able to.
Halfway through the fourth quarter.
4 minutes to go. Nixon against Beerline. Loses the handle, and Carson comes up with it.
Good defense, wall up. Boy, the official was right there, too, so good job. And Nixon just lost a dribble. Beerline, you know, mobile enough, if you will, to get the steal.
Henson has the step. Reverse layup and in.
Good move by Henson. Lost the handle somehow, but comes up with it. And knowing his shot blocker was there, used the rim, if you will, to help aid in his attempt to get a shot down.
Steffi to the hole. Blocked by Henson. It will go on the end line. It will stay with Minster.
Well, I cannot believe how many shots the Rangers have got pieces of. Minster's done their fair share of shot blocking too, but again, New Knoxville just hasn't had that many stops. Here's that last play. Henson goes baseline. Webker, again, that reach around, and then the smart move using the rim.
I think it was a break that he lost it there, and there's a shot by Webker off the mark. For Henson there, he lost it, and that gave him a chance to do the reverse layup.
Because Nixon was going to probably contest it very much on that side of the rim.
So Nixon playing with 4, as well as Beerline playing with 4, and Beerline with Wellman. They will call the 5th foul. I got a good look at it. He pretty well elbowed Wellman down to the ground, and that's a tough call. As Beerline with a great game tonight, but he will go to the bench with 5 fouls.
He'll finish with 15 points on the night, and that's a tough break. Mark that down, Dave, at the 3:06 mark. Take a look at it here. A nicer crowd. Well, let's see that again. I'm not so sure. Wellman, well, I've seen worse takedowns, and Wellman kind of
was off balance in the elbow, and yeah, it's, you know, you can't say the refs aren't calling calling fouls tonight. There's been a lot of fouls. Right now, Henson's matched up on Nixon. There's a 3 by Steffi.
Blocked again.
Blocked again by Waterman.
And more importantly, the Rangers able to rebound it.
Dwenger in the backcourt is fouled by Webker. We'll see how many. Webker, that's just his first foul. He's got to be the only one with 1.
Yeah, there's been a host of them here as of late. The block shot, and boy, New Knoxville has done a nice job realizing it was blocked. And then the foul by Webker. Dwenger, though, you know, he's got to have a short memory. He's missed all 4 of his attempts so far, but
able to get that one.
6 points in the game for the sophomore point guard. That's double his average. He came in averaging 3 points, just over 3. He now has 6. And
he's done a nice job coming off the bench. He's had to play a lot off the bench with the foul trouble the Rangers have had.
And he has started some this year. He's been a little bit of everything.
Wellman gets a rebound. Minster down by 7 with 2:37 to go.
I would look
points here if you're a Minster fan.
Definitely look at Nixon. You know, he's been tough to stop.
Niemeyer in some traffic. Turnaround, rolls off.
That would have been huge for the Wildcats. A 3-point opportunity. Instead, the Rangers will put him on the line. I believe a foul goes against number 10, Schrader. Niemeyer, 3-pointer in the 3rd quarter, his 7th of the season, his only points so far.
67% foul shooter for the freshman. Nothing but nylon there. Another freshman who started most of the year at defensive back for the football team. Coming up big, trying to come up big here in the 4th quarter as he splits a pair, and Henson rises for the rebound.
Boy, Minster's all over the place. Bodies go down. New Knoxville will attack.
And Dwenger is fouled. We'll see. That's either Niemeyer will leave with 5 or Nixon.
I believe it's Niemeyer.
It's Niemeyer. So he'll be the 2nd player to foul out tonight, as Beerline already on the bench with 1. We have Nixon with 4. Anybody else playing right now with 4?
I don't think
got 3.
so. Henson has 3.
His Banner placing as Niemeyer gets a nice hand for the Minster crowd.
Finishes with 4 points.
Dwenger made 1 of 2 before. Another chance here. The home crowd, a 2-shot foul there.
Well, at least the scorekeeper knew what was going on. The clock never moved, so as much as the Rangers would like to have the clock moving, it stayed at 2:16. It never moved. Mr. Greg Wiedock on the controls there.
That's not an easy job, but Dwenger gets 1 of 2. It makes it a 3-possession game at 7 points.
A lot of time to go. See when Coach McClurg will take a timeout here, but they're going to go straight into offense. And again, Nixon hasn't, or I would try to get him the basketball. Boy, New Knoxville does exactly what they can't do, and that's foul the guy dribbling 17 feet from the basket. I mean, that's just a tough break. That's the first foul on Osborne, but New Knoxville's helping the Wildcats here with 2 shots. Clock stopped, 2:04 left.
Wortman with the first.
His first point of the game. He's now 1 for 3 from the free throw line, a 6'5" senior.
Knoxville just had a 7-point lead. I believe that's their biggest lead of the night. 1 of 2, long rebound. Osborne with a nice one in between 2 Minster Wildcats.
The Rangers have had a lot of rebounds. There's been a lot of missed shots for Minster, but Osborne's come up with a handful. There's that double team bounce pass.
Dwenger in some trouble. Carson Munger will call a timeout. That'll be a full timeout brought to you by Precision Strip. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Winners Meats. Quality meats for 4 generations. Hoagie Lumber. Hilsman Automotive.
At Minster Bank, we understand that life can get hectic. That's why when it comes to your banking, we offer the services that make your life simpler with tools like person-to-person payments, Pop Money, mobile and online banking, and bill pay. But most of all, Minster Bank is a supportive member of your community with personal relationships and customer service that reach outside of our branches. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
1:51 to go on our First National Bank scoreboard. The Rangers trying to hang on here. They lead by 6.
This should be a very interesting 1 minute 51 second finale. It's still any team's game to have some free throws or a timeout taken here by the Rangers. Also into the ball game, number 40 for the Minster Wildcats, speedster Connor Smeezing. Look for him to create more ball pressure and just havoc on defense.
Another
5
freshman,
fouls
but
that
very
he doesn't
quick.
have. You know, he's foulless, so he can play very quick. I saw him in a JV team, light it up.
Steals it from Schrader, comes up with it, but they call a timeout, and that's exactly what the coaching staff wanted Smeezing to do.
Well, he's being well rewarded by the coaching staff. Instant, how do you want to say, presence in the game.
As that'll be a 30-second timeout, another one brought to you by Precision Strip. After 1 quarter, New Knoxville led 8-6. At halftime, it was a 4-point game, 23-15. We were tied 28-28. At one time, New Knoxville had a 7-point lead. I think it was a couple different times they had a 7-point lead. Right now, it's a 6-point lead. As you see the Queen, Carson Henshin there. She doubles as Max's #1 fan, it looks like, as well.
Yeah, that's what her shirt says. She made it, he didn't, but...
and she's probably the first game she's ever watched with a crown on, I would guess.
Yeah, probably.
So right now we'll see Minster. They put their offense back in.
So Smeezing comes out, correct?
I have a feeling you'll see him back in if they switch to defense. There's Webker.
Backside, need help.
To Nixon, banks it in. Down to 5. Timeout. Coach McClurg with the timeout. They're going to do their defensive substitution.
But nice offense there. New Knoxville did not help on the backside, and you either lob it in and hope to get help, or you let Nixon front up, play behind him. He's going to get the ball. And Webker's had a number of nice passes, and just New Knoxville, they cleared it. There was no way to gamble and get backside help.
That was not your typical entry pass. Usually it's the entry pass, you're passing it to the same side of the basket. He did the entry pass all the way on the other side of the basket and hit it right where Nixon could turn and shoot.
Nixon's a nice target anyway. I mean, he's done this before, so he helps the passers out, gives them a wide frame, and and Webker knew he had a lot of room. He could go plenty far, but put nice loft on it, so it wasn't too high that New Knoxville could recover, but he got high enough to get over the front line, and Nixon he's pretty good at what he does. So give him the basketball, and you got to like your chances with him in possession that close to the rim.
So if you're New Knoxville here, you're up by 4. Whoever's going to handle the ball will be
rewarded with
probably Smeezing, who is guarding Schrader right now, but that might change to whoever has the ball.
21 points in the game for Nixon. He had 12 at half, 9 here in the second half.
Osborne inbound at Henson trying to work his way open. All the way down.
Oh, here comes
Dwenger
Sneezing.
with an opening. Too strong in the layup.
Boy, a break. New Knoxville got what they needed, an overplay in the backcourt. Give credit to Sneezing, probably hustling that shot off by Dwenger, knowing that he was coming. Tough break. New Knoxville got what they needed. Take advantage of the overplay. Stay on the ground.
Webker kicks it out. 3 ball by Steffi. We are down to 1. Another timeout by Minster.
Good ball movement, good shot by Steffi. He's not shot the ball very well tonight, Dave, but he comes up with a big one.
Webker did a nice job. He had the corner 3 kind of open. Get the replay. They kick it out to Webker in the 3. He thought about it, dribbled in the penetration, drew the defender out. That brought Steffi wide open for the 3, and he cashed in.
As much as New Knoxville's blocked shots, you don't need to go airborne out there. That's what started the whole offense for Minster. You play 5-on-4. Webker is a ball player. You go by him, you take, in this case, Dwenger out of the picture. Webker's either going to go to the basket and score. New Knoxville collapses it. Perfect pass. You got a guy that's open. Steffi hasn't hit it very well, but players make shots when it has to, and good execution, but New Knoxville's got to play better defense, stay on the floor, keep them in front of you.
See what the inbound play here. They had last time they got a breakaway with Dwenger, but they had a hard time. There's a bunch of congestion. Spacing needs to be a little better, so they tried a little better. They tried to bring Henson all the way from the front court to get it in the back court.
Yeah, Webker was all over him, and it was a kind of a desperation breakdown. You know, the Rangers fortunate to find that opportunity with Dwenger going open at the other end, but it wasn't by design.
They will not guard Osborne. They're kind of double teaming Henson.
And they have Fortman back too, so that long home run pass won't be available. Well, there's contact.
That's where they want is to Henson. They're going to try to trap him.
Here comes a double team.
There's a pass all the way in the corner to Schrader.
Bad spot to be.
Double team. He's able to get it off of
Luckily,
Portman.
New Knoxville doesn't have to use their last timeout, but Henson did a nice job avoiding the double team. Now, the only open that was is you had 2 guys in the corner, so it became another troublesome spot. And the dead ball gets Sneezing out, bring your big man back in.
Heads up play there by the freshman Schroeder. Oh, there's a long pass.
Just what not needed.
Steffi, and the Wildcats take the lead. 40-39.
One timeout for the Rangers, under a minute to go.
Osborne breaks the pressure. Try to get it to Henson. That's tipped away. Wellman comes up with it.
Throw the pass into the arms. Bounce it on the floor. Knoxville will have to foul.
And they will foul Steffi. As that all started, a pass went into the backcourt. Steffi chased it down for the layup. Steffi has a chance to add on to the Minster lead as we'll get a chance at the replay here. There saw the long pass.
And worst thing, you throw it deep to the enemy's basket. Luckily, there wasn't a foul called there. And then the trap in half court, the pass through the hands just doesn't work. Another turnover.
Steffi hits the first one. There's turnovers, and then there's turnovers at
bad ones, yeah.
Bad ones,
Live ball turnovers when the ball is going to the enemy's basket. Worst thing you could ask for.
2 free throws there stretches the lead to Minster to 3.
13 points in the game for Steffi.
As they back off the pressure. Henson through some traffic, jump stop, rolls it off, battling for the rebound. Wellman comes up with it.
He traveled. Yep, good
They'll
call.
call it travel.
I'm not saying he didn't get fouled, but when you fall down like that, that's a travel.
He was trying to keep the ball away from the jump balls to get another look here. You see Wellman comes up with the ball.
Right there in the pivot. That's a travel.
So inbound play right underneath it. Henson, the trigger man, having some trouble, able to give it to Waterman.
25 seconds. Rangers have 1 timeout left.
Don't need a 3-pointer right away, but you need to score quick if you don't get the 3. Waterman in the backcourt. Henson comes up with it.
Timeout. And he travels.
And he travels.
Wow. Tough break.
Tough stretch for the Rangers the last minute and a half. Minster right now has the opportunity to just play keep away.
And the Rangers will have to foul right away.
Steffi eating some time. That might have been an over the back.
They get it. Hit a 3. Hit it.
Henson will try to shoot a 3. Down to 6 seconds. Shot up. It's blocked by Nixon. Knocked out of bounds with 1.1 seconds to go to be Minster ball.
Tough break. Knoxville gets a turnover, and Nixon in the face of the shooter. Really a tough spot to be in for the Rangers, and all but, unless Minster really has a mistake here, all but over for them, and they're going to have a huge come from behind win.
Like you said, there's about a minute and 51. You said this is going to be a ragged. It's going to be a lot happening here, and it has been a lot happening down the stretch.
Frantic, and obviously it's been more good for the Wildcats than it has been for the Rangers. Situations New Knoxville's not been probably well versed in. A lot of underclassmen who haven't had a lot of success, and have a lead. You're one of your leading scorers in the game, gets a 5th foul late with 3:06 left. I don't know if the Rangers have scored much before then. Then you miss a lot of free throws down the stretch as well. So chances were there for the Rangers. It didn't happen. Minster, made the plays, and then they're going to capitalize.
I think it was something like 39-32. I'd say Minster scored around the last 10 points or 10 of the last 11 or something to that effect. And so right now Minster's inbounding it with 1.1. Basically, they just have to inbound it and just hold the ball.
Well, right now, no one's guarding Nixon. So, yeah, catch, and the Rangers got to steal and chuck it.
Wellman will inbound it. They just want to get it to a teammate somewhere. They're able to get it to Steffi, and the Minster Wildcats prevail. A dogfight here at the barn. The final score on our First National Bank scoreboard, the Wildcats 42, the Rangers 39. We'll be back to wrap it up here on NKTelco Sports.
Kogi Plumbing and Heating is your Bryant Factory authorized dealer. We have brought the best of comfort, control, and plumbing services to the St. Mary's area for over 60 years. We have been Reader's Choice winners for the last 4 years running and excel at providing our customers with efficient and reliable heating and air conditioning, as well as responsive service when a plumbing emergency arises. We insist that the products we install in our customers' homes and businesses offer the same performance and value that we expect ourselves. Call today for your next plumbing and heating or air conditioning needs. Bryant, whatever it takes.
Running a small business. Your hands are full. We can help. NKTelco partners with local companies by providing business-class internet, phone, TV, support, and more. Our advanced system delivers the speed you need with enhanced reliability and support. Running a business is tough. Contact NKTelco and let our expert team give you a hand.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
Thank you for your patience as we construct a new fiber broadband service in your area. We know that along with this process comes disruption in the easements and right-of-way areas, and we are restoring most areas as we complete them. A few areas will have some utility work installed, so we need to wait for the work to be completed before the lawns can be repaired. We're very close to having the fiber or coax drops cleaned up and replaced with fiber optic drops. Hang in there just a little longer, and we'll have a majority of the new fiber system installed.
Lift your career to new heights with Crown, an innovative global leader in the material handling industry with over a 75-year history of growth and success. We're seeking career-minded candidates for a wide variety of entry-level and skilled positions in our new Bremen, New Knoxville, Salina, Minster, and other U.S. locations. Visit crown.jobs to apply or find us on social media by searching Careers at Crown.
Clopay Corporation, America's favorite garage door, is now hiring for all manufacturing and over-the-road Class A CDL driving positions. Clopay is the largest residential garage door manufacturer in North America, and we are continuing to grow. Join our team and work in a safe, clean, modern environment. Clopay offers a great benefits package as an equal opportunity employer and a drug-free work environment. Imagine the possibilities when you open the door to your career at clopay.com/careers.
Are you looking for a new career with amazing growth potential? NKTelco Press and Automation is hiring for many positions right now. NKTelco is a global company that is growing with its sights on being a billion-dollar company. Machinists, service technicians, human resource personnel, IT specialists, electrical engineers, mechanical engineers, and many more. The opportunities abound at NKTelco Press and Automation. Go to minsterjobs.com now to get started on your new career with NKTelco.
With our Wagner's IGA stats and recap, Mr. Jeff Henson.
Thank you, Dave. We came into this game knowing it would probably be pretty even, and it was. And both teams wanted to win, and they really didn't disappoint because both their fan bases and the teams had a chance until about the final 5 seconds to snatch a win. So nothing more you can ask for. The final score, 42-39. Minster finishes 14 of 38 from the field. Included in that, they were 4 of 14 from three-point land. New Knoxville, same amount of makes, 14. One less triple. They were 3 of 8 from three-point range. Big factor in the game. Whoever was going to lose this game was going to probably point to the free throw shooting. Minster just 10 of 19. New Knoxville 8 of 20. New Knoxville in the fourth quarter just 5 of 11. Remember, they had the lead going into the fourth, missed some free throws early in the quarter and throughout, and that doesn't help the Rangers, and they you can look at that as a point. Rebounds, Minster 31 rebounds. They had 13 offensive rebounds allowed in by Johnny Nixon. Rangers finished with 24 boards. Minster 5 more turnovers, 19 compared to 14 in the turnover margin. Scoring for the Minster Wildcats, Johnny Nixon, 6'4" senior guard, 21 points. Really did damage, 12 in the first, 9 in the second. 13 for Brogan Steffi. Didn't maybe shoot the ball very well. Only made 1 shot in the first half. Then made his last 2 attempts and hit 2 free throws. So he came up big, scoring probably their final 7 points, or 7 of their last 9 points was Brogan Steffi. Also scoring for Minster was James Niemeyer with 4, Devin Webker with 3, and Zach Fortman with 1, their total of 42 points. For the Rangers, 2 players in double figures. Carson Bierlein finished with 15. He fouls out with 3:06 to go in the ball game. Max Henshin finishes in double figures also with 11. 7 from Troy Dwenger, 4 from Jay Waterman, 2 from Tyler Lammers, their total of 39.
Rangers fall to 1-12 on this season. They have a week off. They travel up to the Vatican at Belfast St. John next Friday. Minster Wildcats, they go to 3-10 on the season. They play on Sunday. They play over at Fort Laramie in the MLK Classic that Fort Laramie's starting up. There's like 4 varsity games, 4 JV games. You have a lot of area teams, some good matchups. Don't want to dwell on that a whole lot. I want to talk about this ball game. You know, it wasn't pretty at times, but the intensity was there. The effort was there. It was an intense game on a Friday night. Like you said, it was in doubt until the last few seconds.
I mean, this is what it's about. Do you want to lose by 3 or win by 3 or get beat by 30? You know, the kids, until the last 10 seconds, basically didn't know what was going to happen, who was going to win. I mean, those are games you love to play in. And yeah, it wasn't perfect, and obviously now you can go back and look at numerous things. Well, if we could have, should have, would have, maybe then we win. Well, it's a game. And Minster made some plays down the stretch and had a good finish. New Knoxville again hampered with some foul trouble. Minster lost some players as well, but Bierlein was a big loss for the Rangers with a 3:06 mark to go, and the Rangers, still some free throws down the stretch and some open shots that, if those go in, New Knoxville probably prevails. Guess what? They didn't. Minster took advantage of it and got some shots. Steffi doesn't hit many shots all night, but came up big. Nixon played solid throughout, was a big factor. I mean, just a number of good things, and it was an entertaining basketball game. And again, good crowd here tonight. I like the energy the fans both sides brought. The fans don't care. what your record is. Just go out and have fun. This is social time for us. We enjoy watching you guys play, and it turned out to be a heck of a competitive, close ball game.
Next order of business, our player of the game, brought to you by NKTelco senior Johnny Nixon.
21 points in the game. He only missed 3 field goals all night. Hit some free throws, maybe a little bit right at his average, but made enough, and his presence inside was noticed as well. Had some blocked shots, had some key rebounds, and you know, when Minster needed the ball to get some offense throughout the game, they could go to him. And Devin Wepker, there's a great pass. There was Niemeyer, I think, with the assist, but he did get some great passes from his teammates, and that helped him finish at the rim. Congratulations to Johnny Nixon, senior post player for the Minster Wildcat, our NKTelco player of the game.
That's 21 points is a season high for Nixon this year. Well, we're going to wrap it up. We'd like to thank our NKTelco sports crew, our director, Bryce Hamrick, on camera, Mark Fissel and Kurt Kupfer, and my partner, Jeff Enchin. I'm Dave Kanapke, and also congratulations to the homecoming king and queen, Carson Bierlein and Carson Henshin. Congratulations. You Knoxville kids, I hope you enjoy yourself at homecoming. And thanks for watching on NKTelco Sports.